Lisk is one of the biggest projects to come out of Berlin. At the time when they did the ICO, they raised $6 million, making it the second biggest ICO at the time. I decided to catch up with the founders.
Yeah, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, man. So currently we are really in the heart of Berlin. For example, it's really cool. You can see the Alexander TV tower from our office. It's quite unique, you know. So the core team spans all over here. Here we have more developers working on Lisk Commander, Lisk Elements, Lisk Explorer. Here's our DevOps team, making sure that all our servers are running fine and nicely in a very secure way. Moving over to our front-end team, building our amazing user-facing products like Lisk Hub. So here we have the whole marketing, design, and community management department.
It's a lot of young energy here. It's a lot of young creative energy. Max, the second biggest ICO to be held at the time. You must be quite proud. Tell me the story about Lisk.
So Lisk started with the idea to bring more developers into the space. And I was at that time working with a good friend of mine and now my partner Oliver Beddoes in another cryptocurrency startup. And we decided, okay, we need to bring this industry forward. We need to get more developers into the field. We need to get more experiments going on. And how are we going to do that?
Now, today, if I'm a developer and I want to develop onto Lisk, what do I need to know? What languages do I need to know? How do I use it?
In order to jump on board, you basically just need to know JavaScript and you need to know the specifics about blockchain technology, that you have like an immutable ledger which you cannot manipulate or change afterwards. So it comes with some specific attributes, you know?
So just to recap, you've got the main Lisk blockchain, and any developer who wants to develop doesn't develop into the main Lisk blockchain, but they develop their own sidechains. And in their own sidechain, they can develop whatever functionality they want, smart contracts and everything else. Yeah. But then the sidechain plugs back into the main chain to create a bigger community effect.
Exactly. So we separate also business from development. So all business activities like doing the ICO, creating a token and so on, this happens on the Lisk main chain. Because I think a business person doesn't want to develop a smart contract just to raise money in an ICO. This is, for example, necessary with Ethereum to create an ERC20 token to conduct an ICO. And at the end of the day, I was talking about this network of networks, what Lisk is, or what Lisk will evolve into. And that means you will be able to use other applications on this network for your own sake. So let's say someone is developing a decentralized storage service on Lisk, and you need a decentralized storage service for your own decentralized application you are building on Lisk. So you can use the existing app instead of reinventing the wheel. Now,
the speed of the current blockchain, how fast is your blockchain?
We have a block time of 10 seconds. That means every 10 seconds there's a new block on the blockchain, which gives us a quite significant improvement if you compare to Bitcoin's 10 minutes.
I think the more important question is, how many transactions can your blockchain handle? And the reason why I'm asking is, are you going to fall into the same trap that Ethereum and Bitcoin fell into, where all of a sudden they couldn't handle the transaction volume?
Yeah, so here's the cool thing. So we are based on delegated proof of stake. And this is super scalable if you compare it to proof of work. And if you compare Lisk, for example, to existing proof of work consensus algorithms or cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, we are not much better because we artificially cap the limit of transactions right now because we are still quite small. But you see with other players in the market who are using the same consensus algorithm that you can scale this thing massively up to hundreds of transactions per second. And this is definitely something you will be able to do with Lisk as well.
Okay, so this all sounds amazing. But are there any projects actually building on the Lisk network at the moment?
Every day I receive emails with interesting projects who want to build on Lisk, who want to do their ICO on Lisk. But I always have to tell them, listen, Lisk is still quite early stage, so we are not ready for that. But there is, for example, Madana, which is building a data privacy marketplace. They're also based here in Berlin. And they're going to do probably one of the first ICOs on Lisk. They're quite significant for us because it's our first use case and we're quite proud that people really
So really interesting interview on Lisk, and it's nice to kind of learn about it. I do own a little bit of Lisk. I did pick up some. I don't own a large amount, and I don't really plan on increasing my position right now. I think it's very important though that if you're going to be in the cryptocurrency space to kind of understand all the projects, all the coins, and figure out which projects you like, and kind of pay attention to that kind of stuff because obviously right now Bitcoin and Ethereum are kind of the kings, but I can see both of them losing market share in the future to other players depending on what projects develop and what actions are taken. So I highly recommend subscribe to this channel and other channels like Crypto Trader and start to educate yourself because the crypto market is constantly adapting, changing, and with new regulations coming out. So it's really important to stay on top of your investments and make sure that you actually understand what you're investing in, or you might as well just be throwing darts. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon.